There was a 28-year-old Daniel Carter, a once promising basketball player, who woke up in a hospital bed. His vision was blurry, his head was pounding, and the sterile smell of antiseptic filled the air. The last thing he remembered was driving home after practice. His phone buzzed with a message from his fiancée, Mia. Then nothing. A doctor entered with grim news. "Daniel, I'm sorry, but your leg suffered severe damage. We had to amputate below the knee." Daniel's world collapsed. Basketball was his identity, his ticket out of a tough childhood. Now, it's gone. He clenches his fist, his dreams shattered. To make it worse, his fiancée, unable to cope, walked away. "I can't do this, Danny. I'm sorry." She left, taking his heart with her. Weeks passed. Daniel isolated himself, drowning in alcohol and self-pity. Friends reached out, but he pushed them away. His former coach, Coach Reynolds, visited him. "Life ain't over, kid. You still got a shot," his former coach said. But Daniel just stared blankly. One night, at his lowest, Daniel stood at the edge of a bridge, staring at the dark waters below. As he took a step forward, he heard a voice. "Hey. Don't do it, man." A homeless war veteran named Greg pulls Daniel back. Greg, missing a leg himself, tells him, "Pain ain't the end. It's the beginning of something new." Daniel scoffed. "Easy for you to say." Greg rolled up his pant leg, revealing a prosthetic. "I lost mine in combat. Thought my life was over too. But I learned, you either stay down, or you fight back. Your choice." Greg's words haunted Daniel. He decided to try. Through intense physical therapy, he learned to walk again, falling many times but rising each time. Then, one fateful day, he saw a flyer which said, "Wheelchair Basketball Tryouts." He hesitated. Basketball was his past. Could it be his future? He asked himself. Daniel attended the tryouts. The game was different, faster and more strategic. He struggled but refused to quit. He trained harder than ever. Months later, he earned a spot on a professional wheelchair basketball team. His first game was nerve-wracking. The crowd cheers. The final seconds ticked down. The ball came to Daniel and he took the shot, swish. That was victory. Daniel found Greg, then in a shelter. He embraced him. "You saved my life, man. Now let me help you." He arranged for Greg to receive veteran support, a job, and a place to stay. Daniel then became a motivational speaker. He stood before a group of young athletes and said, "Life will knock you down. But remember, the greatest comeback stories start with a fall." Moral of the story. Tragedy isn't the end, it's the beginning of something greater if you choose to rise.